This is the only film star, I hope, who can make a difference and bring change. You said no, women are also, Gautam was, our colleague Gautam Shankar. Hi Gautam. He was saying that, how, women, what's happening is that if my child is voting for Vijay, he's telling me, Amma, vote for Vijay this time.
More than that, Gautam, tell me, is DMK Congress alliance in good shape? A lot of guests yesterday, they were telling me that, Rahul Gandhi and Stalin didn't share a stage. So, the alliance is there, but it's that thickness is not there.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, they are heading for a divorce. And I'm saying it here on our channel, after this election, it's curtains.
Gautam.
Will be the case, Sudha, because as Karthikeya pointed out, there was a sense of disconnect between the cadres of the Congress and the DMK. Now, ideally, what would happen is that the votes of the Congress, where they are not contesting, gets transferred to the DMK and vice versa. But with this infighting between the cadres and Rahul Gandhi and MK Stalin not really campaigning together, despite such a big victory that they claimed in the parliament just ahead of the election, claiming that they shot down the women's reservation bill disguised as the delimitation bill. All of this was supposed to be a sort of national perception, but that did not happen on the ground. But coming to DMK itself, keep in mind that while Vijay is creating the buzz, the cadre support right now, the booth level workers, the grassroots workers, the strongest presence is right now of that of the DMK itself. So you cannot roll them out, and keep in mind that also there is no big issue that is defining this election as well. And the impact will be whether it is the DMK that will be able to cross that 35% vote share mark. That will be very crucial to look out for in this election.
Absolutely. Let me just play out a couple of bites that have come, including that of P. Chidambaram, and then we'll go to our guests.
I appreciate the enthusiasm showed by young voters this time. I hope they will vote. But they should vote for a stable government, for growth, and for welfare measures. They can't vote for a fanciful idea. They have to vote for a stable government, growth, and welfare measures. That has been delivered by the DMK government in the last 5 years, and I hope they will continue to deliver. I'm sure they will continue to deliver. The youth must vote for secularism, progressivism.
You can see the smile on my face, that says it all. Casting my vote has been my biggest democratic right, and I think this matters a lot to me as a citizen of the country. I waited 6 years in between, but I don't think we should be talking about any political party in a booth right now. Today is the time for people to take a call, take a decision, and we leave it to them.
This is the democratic celebration. Each and everyone should take part in this democratic celebration, and I am very happy. I am a candidate as well as I am a voter, and with all the blessings of the people of Tamil Nadu, NDA will win. Even in Mylapore, with the blessings of the God and the blessings of the democratic God's people, I'll become a member of Legislative Assembly, so that I will raise the voice of women in the assembly.
When it comes to Tamil Nadu, it gets over today.
Absolutely. It gets over today in one phase, and a very important election. It's about whether it's West Bengal or Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has always been a bipolar state. It's always been either or. AIADMK, DMK. DMK, since 1967, the Congress has been wiped out.
Can we say that the politics of Tamil Nadu has been most distinct and different from other 4 South Indian states, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Kerala?
Well, the only common thing is that regional satraps all over there. I mean, they've had a very, very important role to play. Where is the Congress today, Karthikeya? You've covered elections for years now. You remember the Congress in undivided Andhra Pradesh? You remember, we all remember that. But today, so far as this is concerned, the commonality is regional satraps. But like I was talking about, Tamil Nadu has always been either or, DMK, AIADMK. It throws up one or the other. But this time, there is a third factor, the X factor as it were, and that is Dalapati as he's called, which is Vijay Joseph. We have to wait and watch whether it's going to, but he's going to make a dent into both the DMK as well as the AIADMK. I think DMK because of the minority votes and AIADMK because AIADMK does not have what is called a star pull. So both the parties he's going to make some dents.
Okay, let's also shift our focus to West Bengal. I'm joined by Nirmala Mukherjee. Thank you so much, sir. Good morning. Pratim Ranjan Bose. Thank you, sir. And K. Suresh. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to have a freewheeling discussion in the studio. Sudha Sadanand, my senior colleague, joins me. Let me straight away go to Nirmala first. Nirmala, hedge your bets.
Okay, my take on this entire issue is that what I am following is the voting pattern.
Okay.
You see, first of all, it's summertime. Since it's summertime, so in the villages, now the voting that is going on, it's mainly located towards the villages. The 23 out of the 23 districts, 16 districts are going. These are village-oriented districts, and it is usually conjectured that this is the BJP hub. But in the morning, the amount of enthusiasm that I'm seeing, actually in these places, the polling percentage is always around 80, more than 80. So if this polling percentage goes up, if it goes up by 5% or 6%, then naturally, according to our political science rules, what we find is that there's a change of government. People are taking a lot of interest. And what I see that in some places, EVMs are not working, like in Domkol, in Mothabari. There are some problems. These are teething problems. So the TV wallahs go on showing it. That is not an issue. But the point is that the amount of enthusiasm that I find right in the morning, that could be because of the climate, that could be because of anything. But the people are coming out to vote. I don't know whether it is a mandate against SIR or in favor of SIR.
You know, let me tell you one thing, Nimra, for the first time, I've seen, there are a lot of people who come to Delhi to work, migrant laborers. But for the first time, and I can only say that of Noida, first time people who work in apartments and societies, they have left lock, stock and barrel. 20-25 days in advance. Lock, stock and barrel. Ticket paid, train ticket paid, everything paid. And they have not left for a week. They have left for 20 days as if, they need to do some work there, to ensure that they have the vote there. Let me also go to Pratim Ranjan Bose. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. I mean, sir, as I was telling this to Nirmala, this has been an unprecedented development. That, people have left their places of work and gone back to West Bengal to see whether they can vote or not.
No, absolutely. So SIR has created some kind of a buzz, some kind of fear. There are many factors in, and I'm fully aware of the exodus of laborers. So my friends have been telling from Gurgaon, Delhi, other places, and these are basically Trinamool voters, a good percentage of them, because mostly it is Muslims who work as migrants. There are Hindus, so they are also coming from Gujarat and other places. People are have chartered buses, which are at mind-blowing rates. So it's something like COVID time movement. About the percentage that I was hearing from Nirmal, I think he is a bit wrong, because all the data that we had in the past are up for renewal now. So we saw in Bihar traditionally polls at around 60%. They had a 7% deletion, and this time they had a 67% polling. So ideally, if you have 80% polling and 12%, in fact, in these districts, the deletions are more. So ideally, the polling rate should have been 90% plus. Now that's a bit dangerous, because 90% plus is not a normal polling rate. In fact, anything above 65% is quite hazy. So we have to see. I don't think that you can compare numbers. You can, just because you have seen some numbers, you cannot jump into conclusion that people are voting for or against. And also this voting, this time the polling rate will not be normal polling rate, because what happened is that all people have come. Even I know many NRIs, though their vote barely matters, but they have come to vote. So a lot of enthusiasm for voting in this West Bengal election.
Okay, okay. Pratim, my colleague Sudha wants to ask you a question.
Nirmalo sir, if I could ask you one question. You know, this entire SIR, of course, we know that, you know, some of the votes of the Muslims may have, you know, gotten, they are defunct now, and some Hindus. But don't you think that the nervousness is also, suppose it's a family of four, sir, and if the man has been disenfranchised, then don't you think this large numbers is also because those who can vote in his family, let's say the wife and 2 adult children, they are very enthusiastic that he's lost his vote, let me go out and vote. Do you think that's a factor which is also playing up on the minds of people, Nirmalo sir?
You see, what Pratim was saying, I differ with him, because the percentage of polling, that remains the main yardstick to measure.
Okay.
We have, every one of us knows that SIR has come into picture, there has been deletions and everything.
Right.
But the polling percentage is a very important issue which we have found in the last 2 assembly election, 21 and 26. What you are asking is a question that is almost close to what Pratim is saying, that whether there is a fear psychosis within these people that their names will be deleted if they do not cast their vote. And this statement, I don't accept what Pratim says, that most of them are TMC voters because they are Muslims. This straitjacket approach, I am not accepting it. I cannot accept it. Number one. Number two is, when these people are coming, lot of statements are coming out. They are saying, Didi, we are going there to vote against you. The first thing, they were dislocated because Mamata could not provide them with a proper shelter. So they are shifted to different places. Now they are going back. With a revenge or with a fear psychosis, that is purely psychological. You cannot find it out individually. But you have to go through if you go to the mass psyche, one thing is there in the last 2 elections, about 1 crore 12 lakh people did not vote. More than 1 crore 12 and more than 1 crore 23 lakh people did not vote. Where were these voters? If these voters are still there, they did not vote in 21, they did not vote in 16. So these voters, if these voters are counted, then it is an important factor. My point is, the polling percentage is going up. And usually in political laws, the polling percentage goes up because there had been an increase of 5 to 6% of polling in all the 3 states where elections have already taken place. And that could be because Tamil Nadu is one which is affected with 94 lakh deletions. And Bengal is one about 90 lakh deletions. So we cannot set off the psyche just like that, and we have to wait and see what is going to happen. But it is, what I have found is that the total number of deletions that took place, of that around 40 to 48% are located within these 23 out of 16 districts where voting is taking place. So the people could be in a fearful mood that they are going to vote as early as possible.